Breaking inputs coming in on the broadcast. Ahead of budget session, Rahul Gandhi goes after centre and reiterates the dead economy jibe. Attacks centre over 50% US tariffs. Rahul Gandhi is at it again. He's raked up the issue of dead economy. He's taking the jibe of dead economy at the centre once again. Rahul Gandhi talks about US tariffs. He says US tariffs and uncertainty badly hurting India's textile exporters. Job losses, factory shutdowns and reduced orders are a reality of our dead economy. So Rahul Gandhi there hitting out at the Prime Minister, at the Modi government ahead of the budget session, reiterating the dead economy jibe. He says there's uncertainty today, and on top of that 50% tariffs by US. Let's go across to Niyamika. She's getting us more details. Niyamika, Rahul Gandhi hitting out at the Modi government. He talks about tariffs and once again rakes up the dead economy issue.
Well, yes, indeed. This is a sharp attack coming in on the part of the leader of opposition, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, just ahead of the budget session. Because earlier also we have seen that how Rahul Gandhi has been continuously attacking the BJP government's policies in terms of economy. As we have seen that how he has even, retaliated his stand of dead economy. As this was basically a conversation which he had done with the textiles exporters. In that particular, conversation, he has spoken that how the US imposing tariffs upon India, how it is going to impact their businesses, and for that reason he has once again attacked the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, saying that why there is absolute silence on the part of the government of India regarding the manner in which the United States...
Let's take a quick reaction from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Niyamika, stay on with us. We have Shehzad Poonawalla. Shehzad Poonawalla, Rahul Gandhi is once again raking up the dead economy jibe. He says that there are issues that the Prime Minister should pay attention to. There are job losses, and on top of everything, 50% tariffs.
राहुल गांधी का करियर डेड हो चुका है, इसीलिए भारत बदनामी करने के वो सरगना बन चुके हैं. ही इज अ लीडर ऑफ प्रोपेगेंडा. जस्ट रिसेंटली IMF हैज रिवाइज्ड आवर इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ अपवर्ड्स. जस्ट रिसेंटली पीपल आर सेलिब्रेटिंग इंडिया एट WEF इन Davos. Just recently the EU commissioner has said that the deal with India is the most awaited. It will be a mother of all deals. Why will they want to do deal with a dead economy? And dead economy है तो 11 से 5th पोजीशन पे 4th पोजीशन पे कैसे पहुंच गए हम लोग? डेड इकोनॉमी है तो लोएस्ट इन्फ्लेशन, हाईएस्ट फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टमेंट, हाईएस्ट फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व्स, हाईएस्ट पब्लिक सेक्टर बैंकिंग के प्रॉफिट्स, लोएस्ट अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट पे कैसे हैं हम लोग? RBI क्लेम्स रिपोर्ट, SBI रिपोर्ट, EPFO डेटा, लेबर फोर्स पार्टिसिपेशन रेट, वर्कर पार्टिसिपेशन रेट, all have shown a tremendous increase in the last 10 years. How 25 crore people came out of poverty? ये राहुल गांधी भारत के खिलाफ सुपारी लेते हैं, सोरोस के पैसे लेते हैं और सोरोस की जुबान बोलते हैं. He is a Soros agent.
All right, Shehzad, thank you very much for sharing your perspective with us. Let's go back to Niyamika. Niyamika, Shehzad Poonawalla, they're talking about all the parameters, all the indicators that talk about India's growth engine and India's strong economy. He says Rahul Gandhi ka career dead ho gaya. That's why Rahul Gandhi talks about dead economy.
We have seen that how the Congress party is basically, basically making this claim that there is this dead economy of our country, because they are basically stating that on one side the government of India is, making this claim that how fast our economy is growing, but on the ground the situation is completely different. That is what is being, stated by Rahul Gandhi in this particular video as well. He has also, made this statement that the way in which job losses are continuously being there in our country, the way in which these factories are getting shut down, that shows the reality of our country, that by the government is absolutely silenced over the manner in which the United States have impacted our economy, right, by imposing 50% tariff. As for that reason, he is basically stating that it is Prime Minister Narendra Modi who is accountable for this.
Stay on with us. We also have Hina joining us on the broadcast. Yes, despite the tariff and other issues and external factors, the IMF says and describes India as the growth engine of the world. Rahul Gandhi says dead economy.
Well, that's right, and that is the reason why this grabs headlines as well again and again, because if you look at the hard data, the data is telling an entirely different story. India today is the fastest growing large economy in the world. If you look at the recent IMF forecast, in fact, India's current year's GDP forecast has been upgraded by International Monetary Fund. They expected earlier India to see a growth of 6.6%, but now they have revised it upwards to 7.3%. It's not a small upgrade that we have seen. It's a big upgrade that has come in. So how is it a dead economy? IMF, like you correctly mentioned, in fact, also said that, India is a key engine in global growth. Rashid Alvi of the Congress Party also joining us on the broadcast, Swati. Mr. Rashid Alvi, good afternoon. Thank you for speaking with us here on Times Now. I have a direct question to you, sir. IMF expects India to see a growth of 7.3%. They have upgraded it from 6.6% earlier. IMF is calling India a key engine in the global growth. But Rahul Gandhi is again repeating that India is a dead economy. How are these two things, how will you like to describe what he has said?
Rahul Gandhi is very right. First of all, may I ask you one question? On what basis IMF has predicted it? What are the bases? Basically, data given by the government of India. On the basis only on those data, IMF and World Bank has predicted. And those data are absolutely false and wrong. Even the GDP, calculation of the GDP is very different during last 10 years. Even Dr. Manmohan Singh, our former Prime Minister, explained once in the Parliament, in Rajya Sabha, that what is the difference between the calculation of GDP, which is being calculated during our government, and now this government is calculating on the basis of consumer. So, definitely Rahul Gandhi is very right. And not only Rahul Gandhi, President Trump, who is very great friend of Narendra Modi, he also says the same thing, that India is suffering from...
Rashid Alvi, don't you believe the GDP growth figures as well?
Yeah, what I'm saying, that calculation is absolutely baseless. Data is absolutely baseless. Data is being given false and wrong. Not only Rahul Gandhi, Subramaniam Swamy has said, he is the part of Bharatiya Janata Party. President Trump, most powerful and very close friend of our Prime Minister, he says it is dead economy in India.
But Subramaniam Swamy has also leveled several allegations against the Gandhi family. Would you back him on that as well?
Are you talking about that? I will discuss.
Isn't it convenient to
This
cite?
time you are talking.
Isn't it convenient to cite when it suits the Congress party?
Madam, you are talking about the economy of the country. You are not discussing Gandhi family.
But it is Rahul Gandhi who's made that comment. So Rahul Gandhi is in picture. He's at the very center of the entire controversy.
Yeah, Rahul Gandhi is very right. He has worried about the country. He is worried about the poor people of this country. That is the reason.
That's absolutely fine. To be worried about the people of the country and to raise the issues and to ask government these questions, that's absolutely fine. But what about the figures? What about the IMF giving a thumbs up to India's economy? We also have Mr. Tausif of the TMC joining us on the broadcast. Your views on one hand, and like Hina was citing out all the parameters and indicators that give a thumbs up to India's performance when it comes to global growth, and on the other hand, the same old dead economy jibe.
See, I don't understand what growth are you talking about, or what economy, what IMF. It's all there. But what with the poor people? गरीब लोगों के पास आज क्या है? आप राशन तो दे रहे हैं, बट हंगर इंडेक्स में हम कहाँ पर खड़े हैं? आप मुझे बताइए. पासपोर्ट इंडेक्स में हम कहाँ खड़े हैं? जब हम पासपोर्ट इंडेक्स की बात करते हैं तो लोग कहते हैं कि अरे वो अमीरों की चीज है. बात अमीरों की चीज नहीं है. आज जो सऊदी से, ओमान से लेके सब जगह जो काम करने के लिए जाते हैं, दे फेस हैरेसमेंट. उनको हैरेसमेंट फेस करना पड़ता है. और अगर आप मनी वाइज बात करिएगा और अगर आप परचेस प्रोडक्ट के हिसाब से बात करिएगा तो बोलिए आईएमएफ को एक रिपोर्ट देने के लिए कि इंडिया के पास परचेजिंग पावर और लिमिटेशन क्या है. व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट इकोनॉमिक्स, व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट ग्रोथ, वेयर आर वी स्टैंडिंग इन रियलिटी? द रियलिटी इज नॉट देयर. सो व्हाई डोंट देयर इज द पार्लियामेंट्री रिपोर्ट? थ्रो अस अ पार्लियामेंट्री रिपोर्ट दैट हाँ भैया देखिए पार्लियामेंट्री रिपोर्ट में ये बताया गया दैट इंडिया इज ग्रोइंग एवरी डे, एवरी सेकंड, एवरी मिनट. बट दैट्स नॉट द ट्रूथ. इंडिया इज स्टिल डिप्राइविंग और बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट has kept all these state deprived.
I've heard the point that you're making, but the issue is here it's not just IMF. Even Moody's is expecting India to see a growth of 7.3%. Other rating agencies are also expecting India to see this kind of a growth. And second aspect is that if indeed the situation was so bad on the ground, don't you think people would be out on the streets? Do we see that happening? I mean, why are then people again and again voting for the same government if nothing at all is happening in the economy? Why are we seeing chief ministers of various states, including opposition, going to Davos to woo the investors, saying that India's economy is a bright spot, please come and invest here? If it was a dead economy, why would the chief ministers go out and say, please come and invest in our country?
See, this is what BJP is fooling people. This is how Election Commission has fooled people by cutting their names, and they don't even know that logical discrepancy bhi nahi hai. Let's talk about dollar. Let's talk about gold. Let's talk about silver. Why the gold is raising? Why the dollar price is going high?
Okay, let's talk about gold. Let's talk about gold. Why are gold prices going up? Can you explain to me the reason?
This is what I'm telling me. This is what I'm telling you, that there has to be explanation. There cannot be a paper.
Let me explain to you.
Cannot be a verbal
gold is rising
explanation
today because across the world there is an environment of uncertainty. There is fear. There is unpredictability in the global world because of Donald Trump, the US president. And that's the reason why countries like India, China, Japan, etc. are stocking up on their gold reserves because they don't know what Trump might do. That is the reason why we are focusing on self-reliance and Atmanirbharta. But you are saying that gold is rising because of our economy?
Give me a second. So, if you consider a statement coming from Manoj Tiwari, the BJP MP, he said to the local people कि आपको डॉलर से क्या मतलब है, हम तो इंडियन रुपी में खर्च करते हैं, तो इंडियन रुपी हमारा ऊपर जा रहा है ना, वो ठीक है।
आप तो हर स्टेटमेंट पे गोल पोस्ट को शिफ्ट करे जा रहे हैं। जब मैंने आपको रेटिंग एजेंसीज का जवाब दिया, आप गोल्ड सिल्वर पे चले गए। अब मैं आपसे गोल्ड की बात कर रही हूँ तो आप मनोज तिवारी की स्टेटमेंट पे चले गए। पहले अपना आर्ग्यूमेंट तो रखिए ना क्लियरली।
अनुराग भदौरिया भी है हमारे साथ। अनुराग भदौरिया, राहुल गांधी कह रहे हैं कि ये तो डेड इकोनॉमी है। Mr. Bhadoria, can you hear us? Okay, I think we've lost that line, but Tausif continues to be with us. Tausif, would you like to counter?
No, see, this is what I'm telling. मैं तो देखिए, मैं हिंदी में इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ कि लोग समझे मैं क्या उनको बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि इतनी बड़ी बड़ी इकोनॉमिक वर्ड्स लेकर आइएगा, फिस्कल डेफिशिएंसी, ब्ला ब्ला ब्ला, सो मेनी थिंग्स। क्या हम अपने देश में मजबूत हैं? आप मुझे ये बताइए। ये कह रहे हैं, अभी एक नेता ने कहा था कि 90% फोन जो है वो इंडिया में बन रही है। क्या उस फोन का सारा प्रोडक्ट इंडिया में बन रहा है? नहीं, वो इंडिया में असेंबल हो रहा है। लोगों को ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है कि प्रोडक्ट्स तो सारे बाहर से आ रहे हैं, यहाँ पे सिर्फ स्क्रू और बोल्टू लग रहा है। So this is how the BJP is fooling the nation. There has to be a concrete evidence कि yes we are growing.
दुनिया, यूरोप और बाकी के जो देश हैं वो फ्री ट्रेड अग्रीमेंट करना चाह रहे हैं और वो एक डेड इकोनॉमी के साथ ऐसा अग्रीमेंट करना चाहेंगे। तौसीफ, ठीक है, आपको जो सवाल पूछने सरकार से वो आप पूछिए, लेकिन हर एक इंडिकेटर पैरामीटर को ये कह देना कि ये सरकार ने नंबर बना दिए, ये केवल पॉलिटिक्स के लिए और लोगों को भी ये दिखाई देता है। थैंक यू तौसीफ फॉर जॉइनिंग अस ऑन द ब्रॉडकास्ट। Are those just political statements? We'll talk about that a little more. Let's listen to what Rahul Gandhi said earlier.
I mean, everybody knows this, except the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister. Everybody knows that the Indian economy is a dead economy. I'm glad that President Trump has stated a fact.
We have Fakhrul Hasan Chand of the Samajwadi Party joining us. Sir, Rahul Gandhi फिर से कह रहे हैं dead economy. Okay, I think we've lost that line. We'll try and connect with him again. Hina, meanwhile, are these just political statements? Are they based on data?
Well, we were quoting data here, Swati, to our viewers. The data that has been given to us by IMF, Moody's and other such rating agencies, if they don't want to believe what the Indian institutions are saying, I hope that, they will at least look at what the international institutions are saying about India and India's growth. And IMF actually sees India as a very important engine as far as global growth is concerned. And second point, Swati, like you correctly mentioned, that if India indeed was a dead economy, why will countries be even interested in signing trade agreements? Currently, we are, in the process of signing a free trade agreement with EU. We have already signed a couple of trade agreements with some very, very important countries. And also coming to US President Donald Trump, who was the first one to call Indian economy dead economy. I mean, even he is very eager to sign a trade agreement with India, because that's clearly not off the table. Also, by the way, when he was in Davos at the World Economic Forum, when he had a meeting with global CEOs, that meeting included Indian CEOs as well. So if Indian economy was indeed dead, why will he pay so much of attention to what's happening in the country? Why will he keep talking about the fact that Prime Minister Modi is his good friend and he is going to have a trade deal with India soon? He can jolly well call off that trade deal with India, but US is not really doing that because US knows the importance of Indian economy, the kind of demographic dividend that we have. By the way, Tausif was talking about how we are only, not manufacturing really, just assembling the iPhone here. I mean, look at the state of West Bengal right now. Nobody forgets what happened, the Tata project,
Right.
the first nano project that had to be moved out of Shingur because of the problems that happened. I mean, you have to see how far we have really come from that moment to now chief ministers going abroad from all states and wooing investors,
All right,
talking
Meena, I'm
about
interrupting you there because we have Mr. Fakhrul Hasan Chand is back with us on the broadcast. Sir, राहुल गांधी फिर से डेड इकोनॉमी की बात कर रहे हैं. बीजेपी कह रही है कि दरअसल उनका करियर ही डेड हो गया, इसीलिए डेड इकोनॉमी जैसी बातें करते हैं.
देखिए, सवाल इस बात का है कि अगर रुपया लगातार गिर रहा है और रुपया ऊपर नहीं जा रहा है और आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ये कहती कि मैं दुनिया की तीसरी सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था है, तो इस पे कौन विश्वास कर लेगा? कैसे विश्वास कर ले? नौजवान आज बेरोजगार होता जा रहा है, महंगाई बढ़ती जा रही है, इनकम बढ़ नहीं रही है और आप भाजपा ये कहती कि दुनिया की तीसरी सबसे बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था है, तो कैसे भरोसा कर ले? और भाजपा पहले कहती थी कि जब रुपया गिरता है तो सरकार की साख गिरती है. यहाँ सरकार की साख नहीं गिर रही, यहाँ तो इकोनॉमी वो दुनिया की तीसरी सबसे बड़ी इकोनॉमी बनती जा रही है.
लेकिन जो तमाम रेटिंग एजेंसीज हैं वो उन्होंने थम्स अप दिया है इंडिया के ग्रोथ को, और दूसरी तरफ जो यूरोपियन नेशंस हैं वो भारत के साथ फ्री ट्रेड अग्रीमेंट करना चाह रहे हैं. अगर हमारी हालत इतनी खराब है, इतनी खस्ता है, हमारी इकोनॉमी इतनी डेड हो चुकी है, तो ये देश हमारे साथ इस तरह के अग्रीमेंट्स क्यों करना चाह रहे हैं, जिनमें यूएस भी शामिल है? उनके साथ डील फाइनल नहीं हुई है लेकिन नेगोशिएशन लगातार चल रहा है.
नहीं, तो सवाल तो हमारा इस बात का है कि फिर देश पे कर्जा इतना क्यों बढ़ता जा रहा है? फिर सवाल यही है कि रुपया क्यों गिरता जा रहा है? फिर तो हमारा रुपया मजबूत हो जाना चाहिए था, रुपया और मजबूत हो जाना चाहिए था, दुनिया में अच्छा हो जाना चाहिए था, क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? इन सवालों का जवाब कौन देगा? जो एजेंसियां, जो भाजपा इस तरह की दावे करती है, उन दावों में कहीं ना कहीं झोल नजर आता है.
अच्छा, इन दावों में झोल है और एजेंसियां जो डेटा दे रही हैं उसमें भी झोल है.
आप बताइए कैसे स्वीकार कर ले? आप बताइए, रुपया अगर गिर रहा है तो हम इस बात को कैसे स्वीकार कर लें? कोई लॉजिक हो अगर कि रुपया गिरता जाएगा और हमारी इकोनॉमी दुनिया की तीसरी सबसे बड़ी इकोनॉमी बन जाएगी?
फखरुल हसन चांद जी, आप, मैं गुजारिश करूंगी आप हमारे साथ बने रहिए. वी ऑल्सो हैव डॉक्टर सैयद हफीज ऑफ द डीएमके जॉइनिंग अस ऑन द ब्रॉडकास्ट. Before that, let's listen to the statement, the reaction that came in.
He's right. I mean, everybody knows this, except the Prime Minister and the Finance Minister. Everybody knows that the Indian economy is a dead economy. I'm glad that President Trump has stated a fact.
We have Dr. Syed Hafiz of the DMK joining us on the broadcast, and along with him we also have Anand Dubey of the UBT. He now continues to be with us. Dr. Hafiz, Rahul Gandhi says it's a dead economy. BJP hits out, says Rahul Gandhi's career is dead. There's nothing else, no other issue that Rahul Gandhi has, and that's why he just reiterates whatever Donald Trump says.
See, let's take what Donald Trump has said away from the discussion for now. The reality is that the joblessness is high, the inflation is high, the rupee is getting weakened. Everywhere you can see what is happening. The reality is there. You know, there were times where the current Prime Minister during his 2014 election mocked the UPA for the dollar price, the weakening of rupee. And he said that it is because of the inability of the people who are ruling the center is the reason for the weakening of the rupee. Now, what does he say now? It is 92 rupees per dollar. That's the record low that the rupee has fallen. Now, all this shows that the economy is not in the right direction. And the biggest problem with the current ruling dispensation is that they don't want to acknowledge reality. They think just by rhetoric and managing things, all is going to be well, but that's not the situation.
Well, just a few days back, the IMF called India the growth engine of the world, and the rating agencies have been giving thumbs up as far as India's economic growth is concerned.
the growth is bound to happen because of the population. What is the most important parameter is that 10 or 15 companies growing and contributing to the growth is not something that India needs. India needs to narrow the income gap between the rich and the poor. Whereas in last 10 years, the gap has been widening. That is why this growth is not helping the downtrodden and the poor. If the growth is
per capita income is a cause of concern. As far as the rupee's performance is concerned against the dollar, that is definitely a cause of concern as well. But are these two parameters enough to say that India is a dead economy? Is my simple question to you. Is everything so bad in our economy today that Rahul Gandhi, the leader of the opposition, is declaring that India is a dead economy?
That is what the current Prime Minister said before 2014. That is what he said. It is not new.
No, I am talking to you in 2026. A lot has changed.
No, madam. It is the two parameters which the current Prime Minister said that the economy is going in a very weak direction. Now it is the same parameter that is being applied to the Modi's government. Everybody is having a problem.
All right. Syed Hafiz, appreciate you speaking with us here on Times Now. We have Anand Dubey of the Uddhav Sena also joining us on the broadcast. Anand Dubey जी, हमसे बात करने के लिए शुक्रिया. क्या आप भी अग्री करते हैं राहुल गांधी से, क्योंकि एक बार फिर से उन्होंने कहा है कि भारत की जो इकोनॉमी है वो डेड इकोनॉमी है.
I'm being told that I think we've lost that line with Anand Dubey. Let's go across to Mohit Bhatt. Mohit, this has once again led to a massive political storm. Rahul Gandhi reiterating the dead economy jibe and the entire opposition coming together to hit out at the center.
Well, Swati, now the BJP is coming out and they're attacking Rahul Gandhi, basically saying that Rahul Gandhi is a serial liar. He wants to demean India's economy, and perhaps that is why he has again reiterated its statement of India being a dead economy. Now, we know for a fact that Rahul Gandhi has put out on social media a video of his interaction with the textile exporters saying that India economy again is a dead economy, while the BJP says that few days ago the IMF predicted India's fiscal growth for 25-26 to 7.3%, and they have enhanced the rating given the fact that strong.
We have Anand Dubey back with us on the broadcast. Anand Dubey जी, राहुल गांधी एक बार फिर से डेड इकोनॉमी की बात कर रहे हैं.
ऐसा है कि आज डॉलर अगर रुपए के मुकाबले मजबूत हो गया है तो इसका सीधा इफेक्ट पड़ता है हमारी जो इंपोर्ट की जाती है वस्तुएं, जिसके लिए हमको डॉलर चुकाने पड़ते हैं, तो हमें कहीं न कहीं फटका लगता है. और जो एक्सपोर्टर है उनके लिए फायदेमंद है क्योंकि उनको ज्यादा डॉलर मिल जाएंगे. तो इस विषय को ऐसे देखिए आप. अब डेड इकोनॉमी कहना हम उचित नहीं समझते हैं क्योंकि हमारी इकोनॉमी बहुत मजबूत है. विश्व की हम चौथी अर्थव्यवस्था बन गए हैं. भगवान करेंगे तो हम तीसरी भी जल्दी बन जाएंगे, फिर दूसरी और पहली भी बन जाएगी. समय लगता है. हम बहुत कुछ संघर्षों से उभरे हैं. मुगलों ने शासन किया, अंग्रेजों ने शासन किया.
लेकिन आनंद दुबे जी, जो आपके एलाय हैं राहुल गांधी, उनके हिसाब से ये डेड इकोनॉमी है. और वी ऑल्सो हैव कोवाई सत्यन ऑफ द AIADMK. आनंद जी प्लीज, मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी आप हमारे साथ बने रहिए. Kovai Satyan of the AIADMK joins us on the broadcast. Kovai Satyan, the dead economy debate has been revived by Rahul Gandhi.
I am 100% sure the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, would not be able to give a one-statement brief what economy means. And what are the parameters, how an economy is computed, he can't even say. I am 100% sure on this. Through your channel, I place a request. In case if you get to meet Rahul Gandhi, ask him to tell or brief what he means by an economy and what are the parameters involved to compute an economy. The entire globe knows India is growing faster than the world average. So Rahul Gandhi should say the country and the leaders who are pricing India on the economy development, they don't know economy. They don't know how to compute economy.
So just to cite his post, Rahul Gandhi is talking about the 50% US tariff, job losses, factory shutdowns, and that's why he says dead economy. Very quickly, if you could respond to that.
No, it is not a parameter based on US alone. We have an alternate market on FTA getting emerged from the European Union.
Yes.
So whenever there is a challenge in economy, the alternate market emerges. An elected government should worked towards the same, and our BJP at the center has worked towards bringing an alternate economy into fold.
All right.
Rahul Gandhi should understand how things are being handled rather than making statements like a crybaby.
All right. So Kovai Satyan says Rahul Gandhi does not understand economy, does not know how things are handled. Thank you very much, Kovai Satyan. Thank you to Hina and Mohit as well for getting us the inputs. With that, a quick break.